Hi crafty friends, have you guys seen this iridescent shell dish at Dollar Tree? Well, when I saw it, I was like, okay, I know what I want to do because my grandma back in the day had these oyster shells that had gold around the edges, and I always thought they were so cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to tape off the edge, and I'm just kind of guesstimating, but I want to go all the way around that. And then, because we're going to do something around the edge, but then I just filled it in with some more of the painter's tape because we're going to spray paint this. And we're going to spray paint the other side because we're going to turn this into more of a tray rather than obviously a plate. It won't be a plate anymore. I mean, it will, but you know what I mean. All right, so once we get these all filled in, I really pushed it down and made sure that everything was sticking really good. But I didn't think about something. It is really hot here today. Like, we are up in the 90s and it's super duper windy. So when I went outside to spray paint, I think just because it was so hot, it didn't stick in some spots. But that's okay. I'll tell you what I did. So I started on the back part of the plate. Now I used some textured spray paint only because there was hardly any left in the can and I was just trying to use it up. You could totally use just regular spray paint. And then once that's dry, I flipped it over and really just started doing the edge of that. Once that dried really, really well, then, oh, look how cool it is. I started taking all of the tape off. And this is where some of the tape lifted up. And I got a little spray paint in some spots, but no worries. I just used actually a disinfectant wipe and I just kind of scraped it a little bit, got it a little bit wet. And then with my nail, I could just kind of get it off. So yay to that. That worked out good. So once we pull off the blue tape, then we're going to pull off the masking tape. And then that's where that little edge from the spray paint is right there. So what I want to do is I'm going to grab some of my rub and buff and I'm going to start going around that edge because like I said, my grandma when I was a kid had the coolest shells, oyster shells, and they were all like gold on the edges and someone had painted some artwork in them. They were like super duper cool. So that's what this totally reminded me of. But obviously I'm not going to paint on the inside of this. I'm just going to let that iridescent kind of come through from the plate. But I just kind of went around on the edge and then just kind of went down to where that spray paint is. So just kind of giving it a thick edge. And again, you guys, there were some thin parts to the edge, some thicker parts to the edge, but it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfectly perfect. So I'm just using this little foam brush thing that I have to put on the rub and buff. You could use a Q-tip if you wanted, something like that, but I think it worked out really well. Oh, I am loving this so much. I only got one of these and now I'm like, oh, well, I need to do another one. So now I got to go back to Dollar Tree. So once I get all of this on there, then I went kind of around and cleaned it up with some Q-tips and look how stinking cool this is. Oh, I'm obsessed. Love, love, love. All right, friends, thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow for more.